like I don't know, he had like some shitty Pokemon, wipe another guy's like whole legendary team, just like one move, and the Pokemon was already at like 1 health or something, and then it just does more damage the less health you have, or some shit like that, and he just wiped the enemy.
There are more active players in Pokemon than Artifacts. I think Pokemon is one of the most sold games in the history of fucking games. Together like Mario and stuff. Did I eat mango? No. Why would I ever eat my dog, man? Dog is family. Yeah, Pokemon is fucking huge, dude. Why am I watching a Viper farm for like 20 minutes? Why is he losing to illusions?
Why are they...
Thank you, Srini Vods for the prime.
I want to say the last 4 team fights, they won. And it's still at the same, like, what is happening in this game? It's like the last 4 team fights.
Literally a bigger game than Dota. Pokemon is so much bigger than Dota, you wouldn't even believe it. I'm sure just the toys they sell of Pokemon is like 10 times the revenue of Dota.
Double damage.
Yeah, everyone in the world knows what a Pokemon is, even old people. You ask a grandpa what a Pokemon is, ask what League of Legends is, they always know. You ask them what Dota is, they're like, what the fuck is Dota? Some kind of LoL clone? Why would you play a LoL clone when there's LoL? I've told this story before. When I went to this gaming event called First Look. It's like a gaming exhibition in the Netherlands where they show off new games and stuff. And there was a competitive section for several games. Dota 2 was one of them. Hearthstone was the other one. And then there was like Splatoon and Battlefield. Now take a guess how many people there were at the Battlefield booth. And how many people there were at the Dota one. Yeah, you know, it was 0 at Dota. Literally fucking 0. One grandpa came by, asked what it was. The Call of Duty and Splatoon was packed. It was completely full.
Is that fair though? Like, Splatoon and Battlefield aren't really... I guess they are competitive, but...
It was like, it was a tournament. It's as competitive as it gets. Fucking Splatoon was infinite more times popular than Dota at a gaming event. People didn't know what Dota was. Why is it that Dota has the highest paying tournaments then? That's not even true anymore soon. And in fact, it has the highest paying tournaments for a very small amount of players. Things like League of Legends, for example, they have way more numbers and therefore more sponsors. They also pay salaries to more than, you know, the top 8 teams of their scene. League of Legends has a lot more money than Dota.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
That was one of the most boring games I've ever watched in my life. Time to watch Navi throw another game. Feels good, man.
Oh, they have Chen.
What the fuck? LoL was known to be easy to play and Dota was known to be hard to play. Those are just stories thrown around by Dota players. You know, it's to make themselves feel good about their own game. I play Dota because it's so much harder than LoL. LoL players are babies. It's always a weird thing to say. You know, in a game where the competition is deciding how hard the game is. LoL has a lot of money into it. First of all, it has infinite more subscribers on Twitch than any fucking Dota stream. Infinite more. Like, I'm talking at least like 15 to 20 times more. And then secondly, there are way more viewers. And therefore, with more viewers, it also means more sponsors. And sponsors is probably one of the most stable incomes you can get. And you know, that's what people play for, man. Stable fucking income. It's probably more than 15 times. LoL has a larger base because it's easier, like Fortnite. That's not how it works, man. Thank you, Wall for the prime. It's not how it works, dude. Fortnite is not even easy. Who the hell thinks Fortnite is easy? Fucking hell. Dota is not even easy. Neither is LoL. They're all very hard games. League of Legends is hard as fuck. It's extremely skill shot based. I'm doing great, thank you for the 6 months, Mr. Nivas. Weird that the message showed up so much later. And my nose beats are manageable.
What's happening?
Oh, what's up, right?
Not much, not much.
We just watching some Dota, talking about LoL.
Fanatics.
I think people say Dota is harder because they want their game to be harder, so they think they play a harder game. But in reality, the game is completely based, or the difficulty is completely based on your opponents, and therefore you are wrong. If LoL is so easy, then play LoL for a month and see if you can get the highest rank. Spoilers, you won't. You're not beating people who are good at the game.
Dota's fucking hard, man.
Dota is fucking hard. LoL is fucking hard. They're both very hard.
For a long time, play against mid one and still fucking chase Mirage around Echo Slamming. It's fucking hard to find it.
Nuh-uh.
CS. Not a single one was seen that day. Ay 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 ay.
Infamous is stomping Fnatic.
They are?
Yeah. 17k gold lead in 20 minutes. 18k.
Yes, we have.
I think Dota would have had many more players if their player base didn't pretend that the game was so hard. You know, then people wouldn't be like, oh my god, Dota is so hard, I never want to get into it. In fact, they probably helped League of Legends so much by saying the game is easier. So people start that game instead of Dota. Like, why would you ever start a hard game that's been around for like 10 years, trying to catch up with people that have been playing for like 15? Yeah, my first LoL video, I don't know if people ever looked this up, My biggest YouTube video is actually a LoL video by far. It's my first game of League of Legends, and it has over like fucking 1 million views. It's ridiculous how many views that shit gets. I don't think Dota players understand that it's not even comparable how many more things that LoL has. People, viewers, sponsors, it's these numbers, they're insane. I'm sure LoL is easier to learn, and that's a good thing. You don't want your game to be hard to learn. That's a bad thing for every single game ever.
My game isn't hardcore enough. I need something to fill out my
Thank you,
superiority
Narcnic Tracks, for the 13 months. People invest more in things like Dota. You think that's true? I don't think it's true. I think Dota actually has very little investment other than time. Like, if you want to compare, at least from streamer sides, it's definitely less. Like I said, every other game has more donations, more subs, more everything. And it is not even close in comparison. Thank you, Pookie Power, for the 28 months.
Maybe we should stop playing League. Maybe that's where it's at.
I wish I did.
28 months, 28 ducks, 28 days of getting no suck feels bad, man.
I see Magical also has this problem where he uses middle mouse button drag and sometimes he zooms in. That's the third time I see him do it.
You can disable that.
You can, but you don't, because you're stubborn and think well, eventually you will learn to not do it anymore. Also, he's getting almost solo killed. 3 more hits. Yeah.
It's fine.
Ah, I was out 3 more hits.
It's fine.
Gold and sweet. Gold. Somebody actually died.
This line's kind of exciting, actually. I like it.
You know what happened to everyone's ranks? Does no one hit like fucking solo queue?
Oh,
I know a lot
I've been
of
busy
people playing.
playing Dusk. That game is so good.
Is competitive Dota more fun to watch being a factor? I don't know if it's more fun to watch because I don't understand League enough to watch the top level plays. But I think both games, or in general terrible spectator sport, to watch it again, because it's hard to understand the game if you don't play it. And that goes for both Dota and LoL. It's impossible to understand what's going on unless you know every single spell in the game in Hero.
I think the best one there is CSGO.
Hmm?
Everyone understands that game.
Which game? Oh, CSGO, yeah.
CSGO.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
The whole fucking squad's here.
Welcome to the bot room, friend.
Yeah. Why do you prefer camera grip over edge pen? Very simple reason. It keeps your mouse in the middle of the screen rather than the edges, so you can respond to anything as fast as possible. For example, if your mouse is on the far left of the screen and something happens on the far right of your screen, you react slower than when your mouse would be in the middle of the screen. It's less time to travel, you feel? That's why I use edge, or not edge pen, rather mouse drag.
I've been doing it for years. I think I've been doing it for like 6 years now. The only problem is when you try and play other RTS games, it's actually middle mouse button drag is like not really a thing in lots of RTSs.
Yeah, modern ones have it, but I definitely know that like some games don't do it properly.
Like when you go back to like other RTSs, it's like super hard to.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I really like playing a game from 2007 and it doesn't have it, and I
Thank
don't
you,
know
Funky
how to
G,
use
for the
Edge
4
pad
months.
anymore.
Yeah, edge pad
It
is
feels
like,
so hard.
Has fallen.
to actually
it's
use
honestly
edge pad.
like one time my mouse broke and I had to like play with edge pad, and it was so surreal. Like I felt like, I don't know, I felt like a blind man or something. It was like,
Yeah, definitely feels off.
I found myself like clicking on the minimap to move my camera when I
Yeah.
couldn't be able to edge pad.
I mean, I still do a ton of minimap clicking.
Oh no, the bear can't hit anyone. That's sad.
Dyer's
How many
middle
likes
tower
can we
is
get
under
for this
attack.
bear?
10.
It's never enough. Why not control camera with keys
Weehawk
and
keeps going
remap
for
all the
these rooms,
buttons?
they keep getting taken.
There's no way you use
Nice.
hotkeys to move the camera in this game. Because you need your fingers ready on whatever you need. Especially blink and BKBs and stuff. If your
They're just
fingers
too
on...
many hotkeys.
Yeah, if your fingers are resting on camera keys and not on your BKB key, for example, it might just cost you the game.
I mean, BKB is always on space.
For most
Space.
people. I hope it's
I
on
hate-
space for you. I know some
I
people
don't-
don't use BKB on space, but it's
Well,
dumb. You
just-
definitely should.
Yeah, I mean, space is just my oh shit.
Space is like, it's impossible to misclick for one, and you can hit it with your palm rather than misclicking with any of your fingers.
Yeah.
That's why it's very important to put BKB on your spacebar.
I don't like space very much because I play FDSA instead of QWER. I would like play one row down
Under attack.
on my main ability keys. And it kind of feels awkward.
Why did you say FDSA as
Because-
opposed to QWER? Like, why did...
Because I use it in that order. My Q is F. And my ultimate is A.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What?
The fuck?
The
Do you have
fuck?
like, do you have your...
Dude,
That ain't right.
yeah, that's not
That
right.
ain't it. That is not it.
Dude, did you like swap your keyboard 180? Well,
Do you have that thing where like all your organs in your body are like on the opposite side as to where they should be?
You know
Some
there's
people have
people who
that.
play FPS games using the arrow keys and then insert home, page up, down, delete and end? I met 2 of them yesterday.
I just got taught that way by my brother. I
What
don't
the
know, he played
fuck?
Walker. It was the keyboards my brother used, so I just copied them, and it's been like this ever since.
They're called left-handed. It wasn't even left-handed, they're right-handed.
Haste!
Wait, so what were they using? Sorry, they were using the home...
All the right side keys basically, like the arrow keys for movement and then insert home, page up, page down, delete and end for hotkeys.
But
guess I can see that. If
You know, I love it
you-
when I just slam the scroll lock and someone
Yeah,
dies.
I think they're
That's gonna be-
insane. Clinically insane in their head.
Like
How
you
do
could
you-
see it.
how do you move your camera and like how do you walk and use
All
hotkey?
FPS games, dude. They move the camera with the mouse.
He did it again.
Why do I use quick cast and everything? You can't use double cast? Of course you can use double cast. You can hold the alt.
I have all my keys double bound. With quick cast and normal cast, I just hold Alt and I have quick cast enabled. So I can just choose which one I need.
Dyer's top
It's very
tower
comfortable.
is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
I just set it up before
Quick
the.
cast on press or release. I have it on default. I know which one it is. It's probably on press. Yeah, I think it's on press.
Yeah.
I have it
If
set
I
up.
if I press Alt F, then I use my Q ability where my mouse is. If I press
Oh.
F, then I need to click.
I have quick cast on a couple of you, but I almost
And-
never did.
I have my blink dagger quick cast on my mouse key on the side. Mouse 5.
I don't think there's any pro player who uses WASD for camera movement. Like I said, this game you need to rest your hands on important keys, and this can't be on WASD for the camera.
No.
Dyer's top tower is under attack. More fuel for my fire.
This seems absurd.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Hand of God. Killing spree. Very nice.
I also never got used to using a controller. I play all like platformers with keyboard.
What?
Like Super Mario World, I cannot play with controller,
Radiant's middle tower
but
is
I
under attack.
really love using keyboard.
Dire's
I mean,
so much
bottom
more
tower
precise.
is under attack.
That's just how I learned it
Radiant structures are
playing
fortified.
as a
Bottom
kid,
tower
but
has
newer
fallen.
games, I have a controller for them. Even when I'm playing them on PC. Like, Dark Souls? I can't do that with keyboard and mouse.
I just fucking hate controllers. They're so like I can't use sticks.
Ooh. One more hit.
Now,
Snake
for some
in two.
game,
Snake!
Like,
Oh, he
if
does
I-
another stun!
Like if I use a controller to move a person around and I need to use
Dire's
my controller
structures
stick for
are
movement
fortified.
and view,
Radiant's top
I just get
tower is
overwhelmed. I
under
can't use it.
attack.
I just physically can't.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I know, I feel like some games are really good with controller. Like,
Dire's middle tower
Fury
has
is another
fallen.
one. Or Fury, I don't know.
Do I think League of Legends is still ugly? Yeah, I think the game is really ugly. But then again, I don't even think Dota is that pretty of a game. Especially with all these new cosmetics coming out. Everything looks like a over-leveled World of Warcraft character. It's so ugly. Like, everything is spiky and shiny. Like, what the fuck?
Honestly, Dota looked good for when it was, like when Dota 2 came out,
Yeah, that, it
looked
looked really good then.
and now it's almost a decade old.
Also, it's a little bit unfair because when I say it doesn't look pretty, I compare it to things that do look pretty. And newer games in 2018, 2019, they're fucking gorgeous,
Some things
man.
will just come up
Radiant's
short.
middle tower is under attack.
Like, new game graphics are gorgeous. They're amazing. Better than real life. Thank you, Suck My Nips for the 9.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What else?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Good luck, go Jew boy. Thank you for the 30. He's still alive. Have you ever zoomed in Dota? Don't zoom in Dota, dude. It's not pretty.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hello.
Do I think VR augmented is gonna be the go-to next 5-10 years? No. I think augmented reality and both VR are too expensive to become mainstream, and therefore mobile phones it will be. It's gonna be mobile phone games everywhere. It's gonna be a mobile phone TI for every fucking game in the world. Dota 2 is gonna be a mobile phone game in 10 years.
Middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
I can do
tower
my move for the
is
2
under
months.
attack.
Like, you think I'm joking right now? I'm not. That's the video game meta soon. Fucking mobile gaming.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I think even if VR became like super cheap, I don't think it would.
If it became super cheap and accessible, then yes. But it's not. First of all, the VR things itself are expensive, and then you also need an expensive machine to run it.
Well, you also need space.
And space, yeah.
I don't have the space to.
I mean,
like-
the space is okay, because there's a lot of options in games where you just kind of sit down in a chair and your movement is based on the controllers you use, rather than your actual movement. So that's not a problem. But yeah, the machine you need to run a proper VR game, it's like,
I mean, I would have to set up my PC like in the living room, and that's just not gonna happen. And I don't have the space in my own room, so I'm never getting VR as long as I live.
It's okay, just buy a mobile phone. You'll get the latest games anyway. Hiya!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
There's a VR trailer for it? Yeah, that's a big no for me, dog. Yikes!
Regeneration.
A talisman against long odds.
A lot of VR titles do feel like tech demos. There's very few actual VR games. Beat Saber is one of them. Beat Saber is amazingly good.
Yeah.
But that's also the only VR game I'm consistently playing.
I played VR at a friend's place, and there's two things that I think are cool. One was Beat Saber, but you have to, like, you're playing that alone. That's not a party game.
No, you can actually. There is now. It's multiplayer modes.
No, but like playing, like, you don't sit there in the living room and then play it so loud.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have that. The other one is Elite and Dangerous in VR.
It's
just, you know,
shooter
like,
game?
It's a
Dire's
space
top tower
flight
is under
sim
attack.
game.
Oh.
Dire's top
I mean, it's
tower
just
has fallen.
something that I kind of like. So like those two things are cool, but everything else is just kind of like, why would I want to do this?
Dire's top
I know at
tower
least
is under
one
attack.
person that bought VR for this
Radiant's
VR
middle tower
girlfriend
is under
thing.
attack.
Kanojo or something? What? Kajono? I don't know. Something like that. You have like this Japanese schoolgirl girlfriend in VR.
That doesn't sound creepy.
Yikes.
That's a yikes from me, dog.
It was Kanojo. Yeah, that one.
Of course, chat knows it.
Go for my top.
Am I that friend? No. I'm virgin. I'm afraid of girls both in VR and real life. In fact, VR is even scarier because, you know, I spend more time on the internet. What if she becomes real like Monica?
For my armor.
You were so scared of Monica you didn't even give her your own name.
Yeah. I gave her your name. Good luck, Rang.
Yeah, no.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Game is so stompy.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Well, Chen with creeps.
Dire's
I
middle
just take
tower is under
towers so
attack.
fast.
Watch the liquid game. There's a liquid game? Fuck this if there's a liquid game.
versus Keen is coming up.
Let's go. Fuck this game. This game is the most boring shit I've ever seen in my life.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Doom in VR? I think you'd get motion sickness playing Doom in VR because the game is so fast.
Quake.
Sir,
10
you
seconds
volunteered to do the
remaining.
tryouts for a certain adult division of
Second
senior
pick,
army.
I
Shadow
wish it
Fiend.
was real Zero Soul. I wish it was real. VR Subnautica? I don't think I'll play VR Subnautica because I like living.
I haven't even played regular Subnautica because that terrifies me.
Subnautica is nice.
What is that game?
It's,
You're 12. You can't look. Don't give it to Spoke. He's 12. He can't see it yet. He needs to be 16 at least.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Descend into the depths of an alien underworld.
Thank you, Firebolt, for the 4
Filled with
months.
wonder and peril.
SingSing and Yaya.
Yeah, sounds like fun, right?
It's okay, man. It's just fish.
Yeah.
It's just fish, man. Don't worry about it.
You can be...
Dire team
what's
pick.
it? You can be James Cameron in your little submarine, seeing all the wonders of the sea. It's very relaxing. Totally not scary.
Subnautica is a relaxing game, yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Skylark X8 for the 12 months.
now.
And no interest in Devil May Cry at all.
Devil May Cry 5.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Ding ding. Old chicken. Why the fuck would you name yourself Old Chicken?
Chinese people, or like Asian culture in general, if they take an English name, they need to add an adjective to make it more interesting.
So old?
So they take a random English word like chicken
10
and then
seconds
add an
remaining.
adjective.
Or 11.
Yes.
Old chicken, old 11.
I'm not even 11 years old.
How do you find your passion? I found my passion early. Playing video games. Luckily, my brother introduced me to it. I was very good at sports before I started playing video games. And then I stopped doing sports completely.
And then Dota happened.
Yeah, I was actually very athletic. I was actually good at a lot of things too. But then I just started playing fucking Diablo 2? No, not even. It was like Warcraft 2 that really hooked me.
It's like...
And then Diablo 2 destroyed me. High school started, Diablo 2 started, and it was like, goodbye grades, goodbye social life, goodbye friends.
You can still start being athletic again.
Oh, I kinda am. Yeah, started gym like a year and a half ago. Started running again. Feels good, man, when your body's in good shape.
Running. Fuck running. That's cardio. Ooh.
I like swimming.
Swimming dangerous. Can't see. Deep dangerous. Plus I played
Lag
Subnautica.
ball.
I can't swim in the ocean anymore.
It's just fish? You said it yourself?
Yeah, but it's alien fish, you know?
Yeah, but
Kinda
it's just
spooky.
fish.
They're kind of spooky, you know? They are like green and yellow, black.
I like
Oh.
green, it's my favorite color.
That phase when you start spending less time with friends. No, where was this? Yeah, with your friends in school because of gaming. I actually didn't mind because I didn't have much in common with my friends in school because none of them were gamers. There was literally not a single gamer in my school. It was just me. So it was hard for me to relate with my schoolmates. Other than just, you know, casual friendships.
Because I knew quite a lot of people that played games in my secondary school.
That's lucky.
Yeah.
Not really. I think everyone played like Xbox and shit like that. And
Was
all those
second?
kinds.
Wait. Secondary is...
11
Yeah,
to 16.
Yeah.
Did someone wanted to join my WoW guild, and I was like, no.
That's so nice. All my classmates were very good at things like, you know, art or music instruments or ballet.
What else?
I do not know a single
So-
person that has
30
done
seconds
or
to
does
battle.
ballet.
Known a few. Mind
I mean-
Control SF. Nice.
Mind
friend-
Control knows ballet.
Lively now.
My
Wait,
friends
what?
got into Dota, so... That's...
Is he playing offlane? That's why I second picked this? Huh. Huh.
The battle begins.
Sounds good.
You're chubby in school. Then high school got... You were swimming, went from bullet to good fit bullet? What the fuck?
Just keep on swimming. Swim
Always
away
bullied.
from
Feels bad,
all
man.
your troubles.
Never been fat. Never been fat bullied. There weren't many
I am becoming-
fatties in my school. I barely know any fatties in my school.
I don't think I know like real bullies. that
Oh, I know
actually
some bullies, but I just...
do real bullying. I mean, this is some mean
What's-
comment here and there, but like no harassment style bullying. I don't know that kind of.
I mean, what's real bullying for you?
Like to the point where you start fucking with their lives.
Well, where people like wait for you and then make fun of you.
Oh,
That
I've
doesn't
had that
happen.
before.
Like, they wait
I've-
outside for you, then point their fingers at you and then start laughing.
Oh, I've had that
Oh.
before for sure.
Yeah, it's,
Oh.
I mean,
I
maybe
went
that's
to the
not
Netherlands, so it
Yeah.
doesn't sound surprising
Korea.
that not a lot of people
Germany,
play
but,
video games.
yeah,
Seems
those
like
people exist.
everyone was super fit.
just look at you and laugh and like,
In America,
As it's such a beautiful
high schools are for everybody. Like it doesn't matter what grades you have or what you like want to do. The high schools, everybody goes to them. But in Germany, it's more split up.
yeah,
Like from
yeah, same,
as primary school onwards, you're split up. Like
yeah,
fifth grade.
same, but you guys are weird because you
Thanks, Twitch McCutcheon.
go from 1 to 6 instead of 1.
Video gaming is not a big thing in Netherlands. Also, bullies are not that big of a thing either. It's just not. Like, people just don't
Like,
bully much.
Invisibility.
I think it's just a little bit over exaggerated from American media, you know?
Yeah.
There's
I
always
don't-
like these, oh my god, 13 reasons why I killed myself and it's your fault. You're number 5.
Give me your lunch money, otherwise you're number 6.
Well, the only reasons why bullies can't take it is because where I went to school, lunch was for everyone free.
Pressurized, thank you very much for the 16
Can't
months.
take lunch money.
Good luck with your work, man.
Work love your content and will continue to support no matter what. Feels good, man.
Liquido GH. Thank you, Dota 1GR for the 9 months. How many Asians are there in Dutch schools? I was the only one in my whole school. So you can imagine I got bullied quite a bit for being Chinese. Well, that's just kind of what happens when you're part of any minority in any country.
Denied.
I was like, three Germans? Yeah, 3 Germans in my class.
Aren't Swiss people basically Germans? Is it the
Wait,
exact same
listen,
thing?
listen.
They're exactly the same, dude. There's no
Also-
difference. There's no fucking difference, dude. Swiss, German, Austrian, all the fucking same.
You're treading into like dangerous
It's
territory.
literally
there,
the same
Mr.
fucking shit, dude.
Mr. Hitler there, saying the Swiss are basically Germans. Why don't you go and
Austrians,
again?
Germans, Swiss. Is there any difference at all? Name one.
Language. We have like
No,
four
there's
Germans
one
and
difference
one.
between Swiss people and Germans, and it's the Swiss people are richer than you. That's the only one.
Like saying
There's more. We like the
your language is the same as German.
No, dude, it's just no.
That's just drunk German, right? Right?
I'm not
Basically
gonna.
the same thing.
I'm not gonna agree with you there, Mr. Germany.
Sure. Sure, you're different. Sure.
I mean, I don't want to live in Bavaria on steroids.
You mean like richer people with more leftist policies? Yeah.
You just call Bavaria leftist?
No.
Guys, what do you do if you just find like a violin in your house and you want to kind of try it, but you have no idea how to play it? You're like, I just have one.
Hey,
I don't know what to do
guys.
with it.
Top tower is
Then
under
you
attack.
go on the internet and look for
I'm
lessons,
trying, and it's like,
and then you go,
The fuck?
and then you go to a teacher every 2 weeks, and then you'll be better at it.
Yeah,
in
but,
2
like,
years.
getting a teacher is expensive.
Where did
No.
you get the?
Learning instruments.
What the fuck is that?
Where did you get the violin from? It's a fair question here.
Yeah, let's have one.
I just have a violin.
Is that something like, oh, I just realized I'm the Duke from Worcester sauce or whatever.
You shut the fuck up, Rhyme, honestly. You don't want me to whip out my saxophone. It's gonna be horrendous.
You don't want me to.
These
break
player rules,
out.
I don't know how to play.
We can tell! Why is that level 4 Shadow
The
Fiend?
violin is sad.
Because he's offlane Shadow Fiend.
I know! Why?
Honestly, it sounds like it should be okay against Lifestealer because, like, you know, Lifestealer doesn't actually have a way of dealing with it in lane, but I think they just lost the first waves too hard.
It's still fine. This is all fine. Yeah, I have GH on the.
Yeah, you need to that buys Guardian Greaves. It's an offlane hero now.
Listen, this isn't about mind control. This is GH giving him nerve shaker.
Wow. You know, sometimes you look at Team Liquid's minimap and it just kind of looks like my pub games. Not a single fucking ward to be found.
Radiant structures are
Oh, there's one actually. Troll was blocking it. Ay.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
And Shadowfiend just keeps on dying again.
Now, of course, the fucking offlane Shelvin. What did you expect?
Goes for arcane boots.
Oh yeah. Oh, is he stuck there? He has to be stuck there. What does it matter? The answer is it does not matter. In fact, GH is taking it in the ass.
Why did he stop the TP? Did he get stunned from Clockwork?
I don't know. You know what Liquid's draft looks like? It looks like a typical game in C server, where 2 players wanted mid, 1 lost the role, which is a Shalvin, and that's why he's offlane now.
And no one wants to support, that's why you have 5 potential cores.
Yeah.
Miracle jungling. Got 3 lanes open.
Where's the Shalvin on bottom? To get oh yeah, the safe lane troll with a Shalvin. It's a classic, of course. Of course. How could I not see this coming from the best team in the world, Team Liquid? Winners of TI.
It's fine. GH is farming. That's all that matters here.
Oh yeah. Thank you, His Gaming, for the 4 months. Did the SA team ever win TI? No. I think so far it's only been EU, NA, and China.
I hope this Clockwork forgets to put his raindrop in the backpack. From 1 charge and he has enough gold for an urn. I want him to forget.
C never won any TIs, I think, did they? Well, some C players did, I suppose, but not quite a C team.
He forgot!
What the?
Radiant's middle tower is
You
under
saw that,
attack.
right? Shadowfiend travel like...
Oh, CIS won
So far.
too. Yeah, of course, Navi. So EU, CIS, and China, NA.
Thanks.
This guy's... Who is this? Oh, it's GH. His cam controller is so hectic. Never forget KYXY. Yep. It's hard to forget someone that destroys his own mantas though. It's very hard to forget.
Wait, what? You just read a manta?
You'd think... You'd think it would be very hard to pull something off like that, especially in a TI match, you know?
Wait, he killed an Aegis, not a manta.
No, that
he
was
just put a
Mushi.
manta as well.
No,
I remember the fucking spot on the map, dude. It was like... It was tier 2, top, Radiant. He destroyed a fucking manta, like right here.
I remember the exact spot where Swindleman has killed his Yule. Like,
Yeah, that was bottom. The like, bottom part of the map. I remember that Yule's too.
That was bot near the side shop.
Yeah, that was right there.
wasn't the Yule's Kyle?
Yeah, that's Swindle Melons.
Oh, Swindle, yeah.
Didn't he also lost his Yields on Storm Stretch?
Yeah, he lost his Yule.
Fucking
He got
God.
ganked when he was changing his stuff.
Who denied the Aegis and TI? Mushi?
Mushi?
Or-
I think it was Mushi. Or KYXY, I don't remember that one. It was KYXY? Yeah, well, he hates items, man. Like, if you ever have an expensive item, don't fucking show it to him. Don't show him your new iPod or whatever. Or iPhone.
Does it just come up to
AirPods.
him,
Yeah, don't show any new
throw it
items
to
that
the
you have.
ground?
It's gonna fucking destroy
Can't
the shit
see
out of them.
us.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh. Any 4 staffs? No 4 staffs, it's only 12 minutes in. It's time for Razor. Take no pounding.
I think mind control's also gonna fall.
Well, I'm not sure, but I think he had a chance to TP out for like about 12 seconds straight, but he just didn't do it.
Dire's middle tower.
And now he's in this clusterfuck.
You're a trusty mate.
GH is also in here. Amazing.
You gonna watch another game of
Dire's middle
I
tower
destroyed
has
Blink
fallen.
Daggers? Yeah, I destroyed a Blink Dagger as a joke on purpose in a pop game.
Radiant's
I don't destroy an Aegis in a TI match where the Aegis would have made the difference between losing and winning.
Radiant's
You
bottom
see, there's a little bit of a difference in that. Just a little bit.
I don't see it.
Yes, X marks the spot.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Will I be at TwitchCon in Berlin? No. I don't want to go to TwitchCon.
Radiant's bottom
It's weird to
tower
me,
has
man.
fallen.
It seems like too much of a streamer circle jerk. And in general, I'm a very introverted person. I just want my own peace and quiet. You'd rather be a TI loser over a pub winner? I'm both. Sadly. Sadly.
Very nice.
Which C team will win TI first? It's hard to say, dude. There's one common theme about C teams is that they don't last very long. They switch players like teenage girls switch clothes. It goes fast, man.
So they also
Why do you
treat
know
us
how
like a bitch?
fast teenage girls are at switching their clothes?
I would know.
No, how do you know that?
Good song.
Bounty.
Dire structures are
Whose
fortified.
idea was it level 1 Roche doing TI4 versus VG? It was AUI's plan. Me and Bone7 supported it. And to be honest, looking back, I still think it was a good idea. It was the perfect plan, man. And the reason for that was, it was because we had Enigma in the team. And because when you have Enigma in your team, the enemy will go to your jungle to block the camps. So we were like, they're gonna block our camps, but instead of being there and defending it, we're gonna fucking Roche. It was all fucking planned out, man.